Right, ignore that. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to ABS Tier 4. We're here for round 2 here at the Circuit de Catalunya. The Spanish Grand Prix, the last race of the weekend, the last race around Spain. In the lead, out of the 4 tiers this week, Aston Martin around no problem. Here the Tier 4, round 2 of last time out when we went to Bahrain. It was a pretty chaotic race in which LDNB Hill is currently sat on pole. Took the win for Ferrari, followed by Cummins MB and Jet Belly. The three of them actually. 4 retirements so far. We've got the idiot on. We've got your boy Jake, Ski Man, and Beans F1. All of them have already retired in qualifying. So presumably they've all crashed in the early stages. We've got a full grid, which is really good to see. We had a full grid last week, so 2 full grids in a row, which is always a very common occurrence considering the amount of reserves there are. We've got Swinners in the AlphaTauri, and in fact, thrown on board with the boy Lewis as he starts his lap, just goes through sector 1. I didn't see the split. Lewis definitely has potential, but he just misfocused on getting those consistent points with Ferrari. His teammate, ideally he wants to perform to the standard of his teammate, who currently sat on provisional pole, and that's very wide from the boy Lewis, and supposedly going to back off. Ideally he wants to be performing to the standard of his teammate, who won last time out and is currently sat on provisional pole. Which Ferrari would love to see if your boy Lewis can get that pace as well. So he's going to be starting up again. I don't really know what's happening because I need to get into it because I was originally reserving that, then I switched to commentating, so I just need to get into it. Fast Scopes is now on that for Mercedes. Let's see what he can do in the Mercedes. He goes 17.0 on the softs. Someone's not far. It might have been Aaron Ocon. Yeah, it was Aaron Ocon. P3. Very decent stuff from the Alpha driver. Who's definitely showing a lot of improvement recently from his MV. Now in the other Mercedes, on the mediums goes P3. That's very solid from Cummins MV. Who's definitely a championship contender if he just keeps consistent. We got P2 last time out. We're looking to that again. We've got Dutch Dodo, who supposedly purple in sector 2, but drifts and spins. One of the easiest corners on the track to spin is turn 11, and he's the first person, at least I've seen, to fall victim to that corner. Jet Belly. Whilst I was looking at that, Jet Belly has gone into P1, 15.6 for the Alpine, and that is 8 tenths clear at the front. That is a very strong time to be setting in the early stages of this race. Of qualifying, sorry. We've got a bit of a mess here with Kyle, Swinners, and Jet Belly. I don't think they would have lost Swinners too much time. But let's see what the AlphaTauri man can do. Up through turn 8 and 9. Very easy to run wide here and easy to spin, but Swinners takes it very well. Revs out 7th. And a 50.3 in the second sector for Swinners 28. the AlphaTauri looking strong as he rounds where we saw Dutch Dodo spin a moment ago. Now into the chicane, turns 13 and 14, and the long right-hander of turn 15, but he's lost it on the curb at the exit of 14 and spins into the gravel trap on what was looking like a very strong lap from Swinners in the AlphaTauri, and very close to the McLaren there as well. A big scare. We have a yellow, a Haas, and that's Sam the Nick, and he's hit the wall. So Sam the Nick has to go again. He's going to have to pit. Got wing damage. He was on a medium. He was on a medium, so that would have been a pole that, but that has to go. Oh, he's hit the pit lane wall. You see that tyre rolling down the pit lane. So Sam the Nick, with that damage obviously proving costly, he is out of qualifying, and it's very unfortunate for Haas, but he is out. Dutch Dodo did go P6 for 16.6. Also saw him spin a few minutes ago. He's got his Williams teammate of GSR Thrasher behind him, giving him a nice tow. Williams guys working out very well for each other as Dutch Dodo does go out of the way. That would have gained Thrasher quite a bit of time, so it will be interesting to see what Thrasher can do with that tow. Can he keep the valley through turn 9? He certainly can. So Thrasher 50.7 in the middle sector, so that would have been just behind a few tenths behind Swinners, who we saw fit it in the wall final corner. He's back out on the outlap as well, and there's Aston behind these guys. Was in the yellows. That's Aiden. But let's see Thrasher's time. Across the line from the Williams driver is going to be a 17.2. On the soft, 16.13. I imagine possibly made a mistake in there somewhere, because Thrasher definitely has a better pace than that. I think is the right word, right phrase. He's definitely faster than that. Swinners is the only driver left in the session to offset a lap yet. Ben Red in the Alpine is 2 seconds down. Aaron Ocon is a 10th down in the first sector, so he's obviously something's gone wrong there. Kyle 91 Smith, 14 seconds down. Also, Aiden is just about up in the first sector in the Aston, so ooh, a bit of a slide there. He has to go through by a second of Jet Belly. I imagine someone might get up there soon. Jet Belly has set a very competitive time. Aiden is just under a 10th up, so at the minute it's just going to be enough to get ahead of Fast Scope, possibly the other Mercedes. A communist, but he's too committed to the curve on the inside, and as we've seen before, goes round turn 11, turn 12, sorry, turn 12. Boy Lewis is turn 2. Has he got any damage? Doesn't look like it. No, he hasn't. So your boy Lewis just had a bit of a spin there, by the looks of things. Swinners is invalidated again. He just can't string a good lap together from Swinners 28. It will come, but he's got to be quick. Kind of got to that quiet part of the quali session. Flying laps. The Aston Martin of the Idiom 227. There's 2 of them. One in the Aston, one in the Haas. The one in the Aston is still in this quali. So let's see what we can do. That's very wide through turn 3, and not surprised that said he left the gravel trap. He's managed to keep facing the right way around, so some car control from him as he goes wide again. Has he got damage? That's going. I think he probably has damage. I don't know why he's committing that much understeer. Just taking bad lines really. Adam Minto, I'm just going to look at him, he's on the gravel, so he'll back off that lap. There's hardly anyone actually on a lap. I think Fast Scopes has just started a lap. your boy Lewis is 2 tenths up in the first sector. That's good stuff from him. He looked very unstable around turn 4 though, and now through turn 5, and takes a very wide line. That probably would have cost him. If he took the inside line, that could have gained him quite at least a tenth. Now, can he keep it committed? He takes it very cautiously. Turn 9. He doesn't want to end up in the wall. Which is fair enough. It's a 50.7, so it's just about a tenth up. Is your boy Lewis, and now he's taking this lap very cautiously. You can see him lifting off in place you wouldn't normally lift off, and very lucky not to invalidate there at turn 12. But through the final chicane, he goes very committed to the curb on the exit of the chicane. But your boy Lewis stays P13, I think, with 17.2. Actually, really went ahead and crashed it. But overall stays in the same place. So everyone now coming on out laps. Clarence and Smith. Both the McLarens are still in the pit lane. So is the Idiont in the Aston. So they presumably aren't going to get another lap in this session. So that will be it for those three. So let's go back to the on-track action. Jet Belly's going to go show you. Just letting his teammate do. Boy Lewis has crashed up at turn 9, which we saw him take very cautiously on his actual lap. He's now binned it on his in lap. He's bounced quite far across the track, hasn't he? Beaver is actually invalidated. We'll be going again. Jet Belly or Ben Red in the Alpine. He goes P2. That's the closest to Jet Belly so far. It's still 7 tenths off though. Jet Belly's starting another lap. So if he improves even more, we could see Jet Belly in the Alpine on pole position. But can this man, LDM Hill, can Communist MV stop him? Can Fast Scope? No, Fast Scope won't stop him. He's ended up in the gravel track at turn 11. Will he make it round for another lap? Ooh, tight. Falcon 3R and Dutch Dodo both gone into the top 3. 15.8. Dutch Dodo is the closest to Jet Belly so far. Aiden then goes P3 with a 16.0. The checkered flag is waving. So we're waiting the last lap of this session. Ben Red isn't going to be setting the lap, he just set a lap. Let's watch LDMB Hill and Communist. They're both next to each other on track. They're both in this fight for pole. What's Communist's second sector? 6 tenths is the improvement. That is just enough for P2. But it's looking good for Communist. He's getting a toe from Jet Belly. Jet Belly is rival for the pole. Will Jet Belly move out the way, or will he stay in the way of Communist? Jet Belly does move out the way, so if he moves out the way and Communist ends up getting pole, might he regret that? I don't think he will. Communist goes P2. Communist can't get pole. B Hill, can he do anything? B Hill crosses the line. B Hill takes pole by just under a tenth. B Hill with a 15.567 in the Ferrari takes pole. One last time out and take pole this time. It's a very strong start to the season for the Ferrari man. Falcon is going to pit. Aiden is validated. Other than that, that is it in qualifying. And B-Hill is on pole in the Ferrari. Jet Belly second in the Alpine, then Communist in the Mercedes. Communist isn't very happy with Jet Belly in the chat. Jet Belly was holding up the track in front of him. So yeah. So that is your grid lineup. Communist claiming Jet Belly gave him dirty air in the chat. But anyway, B Hill does take pole. Jet Belly second, Communist third. Dutch Dodo, the Williams reserve, takes fourth, so Williams will be happy with that one. Aiden in the Aston Martin, another reserve, takes P5. Falcon with P6 in the Red Bull, and Ben Red in the other Alpine with 7th. And you got Fast Scoped, who I think he went in the gravel on his flying lap right towards the end. Swinners is 9th in the AlphaTauri. He did get a lap in the end. Kyle 91 Smith is P10. Aaron Ocon P11. Adam Minto P12. Thrasher 13th. Sam the Nick is P14. He crashed. We saw him crash in the pit lane earlier. Your boy Lewis, 15th. The Idiont 227. 16th with the other Idiont 606. 17th. Your boy Jake, Ski Man, and Beans all didn't set a time either, and they'll be starting at the back. Alright. Has this died? I think... Is this died? Or is this just me? I think this might just be me. Try and get back in. Yeah, there we go. It was just me. Lobby died for me. I obviously had the spectator glitch. Now I'm hoping it won't do the thing where the HUD goes on the start. Alright, I think I'm good. Because we're still... Alright, I'm good. I'm good. Thank God. Alright, so B Hill leads them away in the Ferrari for the formation lap. Jet Belly opting the Kimi Raikkonen strategy and not weaving behind. I did go through the grid just a second ago, so I won't do it again. You can see, I think the best qualifying team, the best performing team in that qualifying session was Alpine, but closely followed by Mercedes. 2nd and 7th for Alpine, and 3rd and 8th for Mercedes. The worst qualifying team in that the worst performing team in that qualifying session would have been Haas, 14th and 17th. Your boy Lewis has been disqualified already. What's happening at the back? Because they seem to be going very slowly. It might have been an incident of some description, but all knows your boy Lewis is disqualified. Sam the Nick is creating quite the gap between himself and Thrasher right now. Now, is that a tactic to... Well, it is probably. It most certainly is a tactic for the guys ahead to have colder tyres at the start. That's what will happen. But Sam the Nick seems to have caught up. But already coming into the chicane is the Ferrari of B Hill. Him and Jet Belly both pulled a gap from Communist, and that's where the AI takes over. And there's been a 3-car incident in the back. Aaron Ocon, Sam the Nick, and the Idiont 227. All 3 of them getting disqualified there, so there's obviously been another incident involving them. But anyway, here comes B Hill into his grid spot. I can't get a good camera angle. I have to wait. Nice angles. Alright, so the lights are on then for the Tier 4 Spanish Grand Prix. It's round 2. It's lights out and away we go. They were held for a very long time, but B-Hill seems to have got the better start. But Jetbelly already pulling alongside, and into the lead goes Jetbelly in the Alpine. Great start from him. There's already 2 cars in the wall behind. Now that Minto's out of the race already. Flying into the wall he goes. B-Hill's had a terrible start in the second phase. Aiden's got into second, Communist third. B-Hill's had a terrible start. He's fighting with Dutch Dodo for P5. And fast go behind them trying to find move. Way further back. What happened on that start? There were 2 cars flew into the wall on the right hand side after that start. I don't know who has damage and who doesn't. Aiden and Communist going very close together. P2. Communist seems to have got a great exit compared to Aiden and is up into P2 in the Mercedes. And I think now things have probably calmed down. Jetbelly leading this race. He missed out on pole, but he managed to get the upper hand on the start. And there's been a huge crash in the back. Kyle 91 Smith is now out, so both McLarens are out on the first lap. Thrash is also going slowly, but it's been a terrible start for McLaren. We finally have a VSC just to calm things down. That was chaotic, and both McLarens are out. And already we're seeing quite the host of collisions at the back. We've got 4 5 second penalties. Ski-Man has one, Boy Jake has one, Sam the Nick has one, and Fast Scoped has one. Someone did dive into the pits. Sam the Nick has dived into the pits. And your boy Jake has crashed. I don't know what's happened. Your boy Jake has crashed. Is he crashing the pits? Yeah, he's crashing the pits. So we've got 3 DNS on the opening lap. Boy Jake's crashed. Final Swan Smith and Adam Minto. So anyway, the light's gone green and away we go. Again, we've not got a timing glitch. Beans is not in the lead, although we all wish it had. We all wish he was. It's not. Jetbelly though, what a gap he's pulled out. He obviously gained under that VSC. 1.5 seconds is the gap on the second lap between Jetbelly and Communist. And a second between Aiden and Communist. So, we've got a spinner at the back. Ski-Man who is going slowly. He's causing some yellows. I was just looking. We've got a VSC. Aero Aeronocron's off the track, and that didn't have to reset the track. Look at the track map. Can someone on the stream please click that? I don't know if. Yeah. It looked like on the track map he would. Actually, no, I'll do it. It's fine. It looked like he reset the track on the track map. He might not. I might screw that. But I'll stop. We do have a VSC though. Have Swinners and Aaron had a collision? Oh no, Swinners! Yeah, knew that was gonna happen. I saw that coming. Swinners has hit the pit wall, and Swinners is out of this race. Aaron Ocon has retired in the pit lane. So already 5 DNFs after the first 2 laps in Santa Nick. And caught out by Swinners. So VSC still out. We've got 2 VSCs in the opening 3 laps of the race. People are asking for a lobby restart. And that migrating host is presumably for Swinners. I don't know if... I think we might be stuck on VSC. I do think we have the lobby is done because it looks like they're all still in their cars. So I believe we are having a restart. Yeah, we are having a restart. Yeah, we are having a lobby restart. Okay. Apologies for this. I think we will do the 50% race distance to get this still because Right, one sec. Yeah, so we are having a lobby restart. I think we are still doing a 50% race distance. And Gorgon's hopping on to make the lobby in a second, so apologies for this. I'll just give you no, I can't. I'll just give you shots of F1 cars, I guess. This is quality content. This is quality content that we're having whilst waiting for the lobby restart. Amazing. Okay, I'll stop that now. Let's just... I'm still waiting. Is the lobby open? Give me a second, I'm gonna see if this lobby is actually open. go. I've got an invite now. Alright. The first person in. Hang on, so Swinners has made a new lobby, but as far as I'm aware, it was Gorgon that's making it, but I never mind, Swinners is still hosting. Alright. Yeah, we are waiting on Aaron Ocon, I can confirm. But he's taking quite the time, so we are patiently waiting, but I think, yeah, we're ready now. Alright, I think the grid is made. The grid should be made, yeah, because so I think that this will be a good opportunity for those such as Behill who had not the greatest of starts, and they're being told not to ready up, so there is a hold up. Quite horrible, caused by a glitch in the previous lobby. And it's definitely a secret for a good 5 laps. But yeah, we're going soon. I feel like David Croft and Martin Brundle when during the Belgian Grand Prix right now. Except it's going to take 3 hours. It took 40 minutes. I'm trying to see what's happening. My understanding is that we're waiting on Swinners to do the grid. Adam Minto and Aaron Ocon are the ones. Right, I think we're good now. Alright, we are good to go. We're going. Alright then, so we are finally going again then. Alright. I'm hoping, I think we're all hoping, that it doesn't crash again. We're all hoping that. Okay, right, formation lap is go. Got 18 drivers now as opposed to 20. Look at the gap that B Hill has got across the grid. He's probably going to want to slow it down. Okay, so we're going for round 2. We're going for round 2 of round 2. There was an announcement from Gorgon not to ready up straight away, but someone ready up straight away. So Dutch, Dodo and Aiden are going to have to pit. So is Kyle. So Kyle Smith. All 3 of them will have to pit on the opening lap. Is what Gorgon said, because they couldn't change their tyres. Alright then, so we're going for round 2. The 5 lights are on. And it's lights out and away we go again. B Hill gets the better start off the line again, but Jet Belly is already he's going alongside again, and he's going to try and take the lead into the first corner. Jet Belly on the inside, pushes B Hill to the outside, but he holds his outside line, but goes off the track and spins! B Hill has spun! Jet Belly leads from Gorgon and Dutch Dodo, who's currently P3. He'll have to pit again, he'll have to pit though, because he's on the wrong tyre. Fast Scoped is P4, Swinners, we have a virtual safety car, Swinners is 5th, Aiden 6th, Thrasher 7th, and Boy Lewis 8th. The order's really been the order has really been shook up on the opening lap. There's McLaren there with no front wing. And there's also Ben Red with no front wing as well. And Idion has also got a penalty. Both Idiots are 5-second penalties actually. And Idiot 227 is battling with Beans. Now, will the VSC actually come in? Is the big question. I don't know why you boy comes here, but yeah. Jet Belly once again on the second start gets the lead into turn 1, but this time it came with huge consequences for his rival for the win early on B Hill. The Idion 227 gets a drive through speeding on the VSC. Dutch, Dodo and Aiden both have to pit because they have because they couldn't change the tyres on the opening lap. Ben Red is also going in but he's straight smack into the pit wall with no front wing, and he is out. He is the first time. But Jet Belly, Boy Lewis has crashed. Boy Lewis is. But anyway, Jet Belly still leading the maximum gap. The gap is definitely not one lap between Jet Belly and Communist, unless I've missed something. There we go, right, we should be able to see gaps in a second. It still says one lap. Alright, okay. But as you can see, the gap isn't too big between Jet Belly and Communist. And then, both Mercedes are on the podium right now, and Swinner's up at 4th. A very good start from the AlphaTauri driver. Thrasher in 5th. Some drivers, who's the biggest climber off the start? It's actually your boy Jake and Beans. Both of them are up 8 places, and the biggest fall on the start is LDM Behill. He's actually still sat in P11 because he jumped everyone that went into the pits. Everyone behind him pitted on the opening of the lap. Here comes Behill on Beans. These two, and Beans decided to go for the safer option and brake early and just let the Ferrari through. So Behill already up into P10. Jet Belly seems to have pulled a bit of a gap to Communist, and we've got a yellow flag. The idiot at the moment out of the final corner in the green Aston Martin. But as of right now, we still don't have a proper gap between these two, so I can't tell you the actual gap, but they have pulled a fairly significant amount of time from the other Mercedes fast scoped. Behill now up into 9th because the Idion 606 has had a bit of a moment while they look at some things. He's dropped down a few places. Falcon is on the back of Thrasher, but he won't be close enough by the time he gets the braking zone of turn 1. Red Bull very close to the back of the Williams. Now we can see a proper accurate gap. The gap between the top two nearly 2 seconds. Jet Belly is comfortable for now, it seems, and Communist will be comfortable. He won't, I don't think he'll be worrying about any pressure from fast scope behind him. Quite spread out. We've got a bit of a training in the midfield between Thrasher, Falcon, Sander Nick, and speaking of Sander Nick, he's actually gone round at turn 9. I was about to say there's a bit of a 4-car train, but that's now turned into a 3-car train with your boy Jake at the rear of it. So Behill is already on the attack. He's up into 8th after being spun down to the back at the end of the first lap. We've got a yellow in sector 2. Oh, Dutch Dodo's crashed. Sorry, I trying to see something happening in Discord. But Dutch Dodo's in the 3rd crash. And I've noticed that the safety card doesn't really come out that much, does it? We've had 3 incidents now where the safety car could easily come out. And it hasn't done there either. And we've also got another spinner. Final 91 Smith has had a spin in the McLaren. He retired in the first race. He'd be happy that he'd be very happy that he retired in the first race. Oh, we have a safety car. Okay, the safety car has come out now. Oh, the Idion has crashed. The Idion has crashed. I'm just trying to look at Discord quickly. But we do now have a safety car though. Safety car is coming out So will we see Jet Belly or Communist dive into the pit lane? That is a big question right now. Let's see, Jet Belly does dive into the pit lane on the soft tyres. Communist follows him, and Mercedes stacking. They have a 6-second gap between them, but this will be tight as to whether they can make this double stack. Communist leaves. Fast Scoped goes in as well. Good team play from Mercs there. Fast Scope may have lost a little bit of time from that. Which I think he has. That worked out for the Merc guys then. Fair play. Very good strategic play from both Mercedes drivers. So let's see. Thrasher, that means Thrasher is leading this race from your boy Jake and Jet Belly. Thrasher and Jake didn't pit on during this safety car. Alright, 1 second. I'm inviting the man himself. Right, so I'm assuming the safety car will come in next lap. We're just waiting on the McLaren of Kyle 91 Smith to catch up to the queue. We'll be off for he'll be the last car in the queue, and he should, unless he has a moment, catch up before the end of this lap. There he is, across the field, so Thrasher should be preparing them to lead them away in a minute. I'm hoping we get the message at the end of this straight coming into sector 3. The safety car will come into pits at the end of this lap. So yep, safety car in this lap. So there's been something happening in the midfield. Aiden and Falcon have had coming together. They've both got 5-second penalties. So they've crashed again. And this time Falcon's actually come off worse because he's lost a position to B-Hill. Oh, he's hit B-Hill now. He's tried to get past B-Hill and tap the back of him. But anyway, here goes Thrasher. He'll lead them away. Safety car is in the pits. Thrasher will lead them away. The safety car is in. Green flags waving. Thrasher leads them away. It's got the boy Jake right behind. Jet Belly closely following. But Thrasher all clear going into the first corner. Jake can't challenge him. Jet Belly gets a great exit. And he's already looking. Jake looks for one moment to go to the inside. We've got Aiden and the Idion in the barrier, and a lot of debris at the first corner as well. And crucially, Communist is also round as well. That is crucial for the story of this race, and Aiden is still in the wall. But Jake, meanwhile, boy Jake is now leading this race because he's passed GSR Thrasher by the time they got down to turn 5. So boy Jake leads this race, but Thrasher is all over the back of him. He just has to back out into turn 9 though. He's probably got a warning for the inside line. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if Jet Belly has a look at the minute at Thrasher. Oh, Thrasher's gone! Thrasher has gone! Thrasher's in the wall. It was looking so good for the Williams, and now he's have to limp back to the pits and probably come back in last unless the guy behind pit, obviously. So that means Jake now has Jet Belly behind him. He's probably one of the favourites to do well in this race. Jake is now going to have to defend from Jet Belly 1 in the Alpine as they go down the straight. I don't think Jet Belly will be... I don't think Jet Belly will be close enough, but he definitely is close enough now. Here comes Jet Belly. He's on the inside of turn 4. Is he going to go down the inside? Jet Belly will go down the inside, and Jet Belly takes the lead. But your boy Jake's going to fight this one back. He gets the better exit, and your boy Jake goes back into the lead. But Jet Belly's going to dive it on the inside, and Jake Rather. That was a very late dive bomb from Jet Belly, and Jake Rather turned in on him there. Jet Belly with a quite robust dive bomb, quite fair. In the Jake makes a mistake as well, goes into the gravel. That now allows Fast Scope to get past Fast Scope and the Nick to have a go at getting past him. But these three really battling hard. As Swinners and B-Hill behind Fast Scope. B-Hill with again a very late dive bomb gets past, and Sam the Nick has also gone round turn 12 as well. So the top 3 right now is Jet Belly, Boy Jake and Fast Scope. Jake's nearly lost 2 seconds to Jet Belly already. DRS is enabled. Right. B-Hill is actually very close to the back of Fast Scope. These 3 in the train now, 6 tenths between 2nd and 4th. B-Hill having a look on Fast Scope, going down the inside of Fast Scope, and B-Hill after being spun at the start, now up into 3rd. He's really on the charge as the Ferrari driver, and he's already going to be looking at your boy Jake to try and go for a move and then hunt down Jet Belly. Right on the rear of your boy Jake. Here comes LDM B-Hill. Is he going to go into 2nd? Of course he is. He's on an absolute charge, but Jake is going to fight this one back. It's rather pointless when they got to the braking zone. He was already going into the runoff. And LDM B-Hill is up into 2nd place. So already the gap is closing. Right, so we're going to have a change of commentator now. I'm going to be handing over to Gorgon for the remaining 22 laps of the race because with that lobby restart, kind of screwed things up a bit. So, check back in about 2 minutes when Gorgon will go live for the remaining 22 laps because he is in the session. Oh, Jet Belly's actually taken the runoff, and that has lost him quite a bit of time. I will hand over. I will actually. We've got a yellow flag in front of these guys. The Idion 606 has now crashed, and we have a safety car. So I think that is now the time where I can hand over to Gorgon. So from me, XFL Charlie. Enjoy the rest of the race, and I'll see you next time, yes?